Hello, my name is Samar. I also go by Sam or First Time Panner. Any of those you want to call me, you can. This will be an update to my That's So 2000s Project Pan Round 3. And this is the final update before the finale. So, yeah, this will be the last time I ever roll in products for this project. But just before that, quickly, yeah, this is, in case you haven't seen this before, this is a project that I created in collaboration with the Fantastic Ladies, just all about the 2000s. And well, over the years, this is the third year that we're doing it, I've added a lot of prompts, so we're up to 47 prompts, and I'm not going to make it to getting around to all 47 this round, but I get pretty close, so I'm satisfied with that. But yeah, this is just five, well, you'll see. I don't even really need to explain this too much because the project's basically done, but about 5 products at a time, and I'll update you on all the ones that I have. Also, there's some kids and a dog in the background. I closed my window, but you know, it's a weekend. They're having fun, so you might hear that. So I'll start with the product that's been here the longest, which is no surprise, honestly, because it's for the prompt One Piece, based on the show, One Piece, a never ending show, and the prompt is a product that's never ending. So I chose a liquid lipstick, and this is the Atomic Makeup Liquid Lipstick, Silky Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Keepsake. My goal is to finish this, but of course, because it, for me, is a never ending product, I haven't finished it yet. It's also winter, and this is a very warm tone product, so yeah, I honestly don't really know why I chose this shade to roll in. That was a bad idea on my end to roll it in right before we're going into a cool tone season. But not really much of an update on this. There's still like windowing if I swirl the wand around, but I think I've only used this a few times since last update. I do have plans for this in the future, but yeah, I'm definitely not going to finish this by next month, the finale. So we'll just move on. But maybe I'll do swatches this video because I actually have a lot of stuff to swatch. So this is what it looks like. It's actually a really, really beautiful shade. Atomic Makeup currently is not, they say they're still around, but they're not. So I don't know if this will ever be sold again. And it's a shame because this is so beautiful. I even had a coworker say that, or like ask what it was so they could get it. And I was like, sorry, you can't. I wonder if they thought I was lying. But anyway, everything else is a roll-in from last update. So the first one was Flip Phone, which is anything in a compact. I always get Flip Phone and Oh Snap mixed up, but anything in a compact. So I chose I have like everything in a mess in front of me. I chose my e.l.f. Franken powder. My goal is to finish this. I think when I rolled it in, I had just hit pan. And I really did think like I would either be able to finish this in a month or be like super, super close to finishing it, but I'm not actually. So this is where I am. It's definitely going to be done by next update. I don't know if it'll take the full month, but this will for sure be done. So I'm not really worried about it. It's like steady progress. Everything except for the stuff like right on this edge here is very thin in the pan. The pan expands every single time I use it. So yeah, I know there's not too much product left in this, and I use this every single time I do my makeup. So I'm wearing it today. I'm not wearing liquid foundation, just this. As you can see, it is too dark for my winter shade, and that's why progress was a little bit slower than I thought because I use this very sparingly, but this is still in the project. Next is the Prompt Uggs, which is something that you wish was waterproof because I feel like back in the 2000s, everyone is treating their Ugg boots like they were waterproof and like wearing them in the snow and the rain, and they would just be destroyed. So something that you wish was waterproof. I rolled in, I'll take off the cap because it's extremely reflective, but I rolled in my LYS Natural Finish Skin Loyalty Setting Spray, and it says Blur Mattify and Set. I don't know if it does all that, but I do like the setting spray. This is a repurchase for me. My goal was to finish it. When I rolled it in, it's like almost completely rubbed off, but I had a line marking right here. This was the one that I actually didn't know if I was going to finish by this update, but I did get farther than I thought. My progress did slow down the past few weeks because it's just been like raining every single day, except for today. It's actually been a nice day today, but I think every single day for the past 2 weeks, it has rained mostly like the entire day. So I've been using my Urban Decay waterproof setting spray, which is why like I didn't finish this. But yeah, this for sure will be done by the finale, but I'll just keep it in and show you. I got the Prompt Flare jeans, which is something that adds flare to your look, and that could just be really anything. It's open to interpretation. For me, I kind of was just thinking about it like, what's something that will just bump up my look a tiny bit or a lot, I don't know. But I chose my Urban Decay eyeliner in the shade Double Life, which is this metallic kind of like medium brown. I'll give you a swatch. This is what it looks like, and I thought this would be nice to just put on my like lower lash line and waterline if I was just doing like a neutral-ish look for work, just to add a little pop in my eyes. And I ended up really, really, really loving this. In fact, the only reason, well, I'll tell you what my goal was first. It was, I had completely sharpened this when I rolled it in, and my goal was to wear it down so that I had to sharpen it again. And I think I hit that goal about a week ago. I totally forgot about this for like the first week. And then I used it pretty much every single day for 2 weeks straight because I loved this so much. So it's been about a week since I've used this because I didn't want to sharpen it so that I could show you I met my goal. But I've actually been missing this, and after today I'm going to sharpen it again and put it back in my everyday makeup organizer because I loved using this. Like, even when I went to work and when I was like just doing other looks for outside of work where I didn't really need to use this, I still used it pretty much every day because it's just so beautiful, and because it's neutral, it goes with everything. Then finally I rolled in the Prompt Since You've Been Gone, which is something that you can't wait to be out of your collection. Not hate panning, but just something for one reason or the other you kind of just are ready for it to be gone. So I rolled in my L'Occitane hand lotion, and this is from the almond collection. I don't know what they call it, the line. The reason I rolled this in is because I'm just not the biggest fan of the scent. I don't hate it, but I also had this in because I had their like oil body wash. I was totally fine with that one, even though the scent isn't my favorite, but it's because you only use it once a day, the body wash, or I don't know how often people are showering, but I shower on average once a day. And with this, especially because I have very dry hands, I would have to smell it all the time. Eventually I did bring this to work just so I could amp up my use on it, but I had this in my like just regular purse, and I felt like every single time I would put lotion on like if I was just spending a day out on the town, I would put it on and it'd be like, what is that smell? Because I would forget that it smells like this. And it was just after a while, like after a few times of using it, I was like, that's enough of this. So yeah, that's the long unnecessary story on this hand lotion. I did use it as a body lotion once, again, just to speed up the progress. But yeah, I finished this. I didn't purchase this. It was like a free gift with purchase, but I won't be getting this again. I'm glad that it's out of my collection. Now we're getting into the prompts, and yes, I did roll in 4 prompts because, you know, I really thought I was going to finish or like meet my goal on all 4 of those items that I rolled in last update. And I was just like, I may as well just keep them in. It's the end of the project anyway. And I'm very close on hitting my goals on those other, or at least the setting spray I'm very close on hitting my goal on, and the powder I'm going to be using anyway. So I just decided to keep those 4 prompts. So the first one was Converse, which is an everyday item, and for that I rolled in something that I use as a primer. So even though I don't wear it every single day, it's basically an everyday item for me, and that's the Saie Glowy Super Gel. Yeah, the Glowy Super Gel in the shade Sun Glow, which is, I'll also give you a swatch of this. It's pretty dark. I got this in a Sephora favorites pack. This is what it looks like here, which is way too dark, especially for my winter shade. but it shears out quite a bit and it just kind of looks like this. Actually, in the camera, it looks kind of orange, but it kind of just adds a little bit of shine and warmth to my face. So initially when I started using this back in December, I just like tell a long backstory for every single thing that I roll in. But yeah, you're gonna hear the backstory for this too. When I started using this in December, it was because I had started using what is currently the foundation that I'm panning in my year-long project pan. That was my winter shade, so I was like, I'll just start using it now. But I was still too dark, or the foundation was too light for me, so I wanted to mix it with something that was slightly darker so that maybe they could like balance each other out. And that was working great. But now, like for the past month, I've been light enough to match my liquid foundation, but I still wear this every time because I just, first of all, I'm kind of stubborn and I just want to finish it. But also I feel like if I wear foundation with liquid foundation without something like glowy and dewy underneath it, because I always wear a pore filling primer, I have to, or else my pores will show through any amount of layers of makeup that I have. It's really bad. But if I wear a liquid foundation which dries down on top of a like sort of mattifying primer, my face just looks super dry. So I always pair liquid foundation with something dewy or like hydrating. So yeah, I've been using it every single time I've worn that liquid foundation. But it is just kind of getting a bit annoying because it's now too dark for me, or like it adds too much depth to what I already have on. But I'm still gonna keep using it because again, I'm stubborn, and I'm rolling it in for the Converse prompt. Then I got American Idol, which is have your social media followers vote for a product. And I had in two different little 3-pan eyeshadow palettes. I had the Sephora mini mix ones, which was a blue one and then a green one. I'll post like a screenshot of the poll. I didn't get one from when like the poll ended because I guess with like a recent update, for some reason you can't view your stories anymore, like the polls in your stories. Once the story is gone, you can't access the poll anymore, which is silly because like that's the whole point of the poll, to look at the results. But anyway, I did take a screenshot. I think it was after like 12 hours or something like that. And the blue one won. I mean, it had been winning pretty much the entire time, so I knew it was going to anyway. But yeah, I can't show you exactly how many votes each one had. So the one that I'm rolling in for this prompt is the Ethereal Lilac one. It's just a 3-pan palette of kind of like special shades. They're all like blue or blue leaning. Here are those 3 shades. They're a little bit hard to see in the camera because they catch the light so well, but I thought the shades were really cute actually. This was the first Sephora. Confession time, I have 3 Sephora palettes that I bought just this past month, I think. They're all from the like mix line. I just dropped it, but it's okay. But yeah, this was the first one that I bought because I just thought the color story was like so pretty, even though I always say I don't like blue eyeshadow, and I'm literally wearing blue eyeshadow right now. Blue eyeshadow isn't my favorite to wear, but I couldn't resist a 3-pan like special shade mini palette. So my goal for this is just to use it no pan left behind, but I do want to use all of them in their own eyeshadow look. And then I want to try to use all of them in the same eyeshadow look together. So I guess 4 looks total. But I want to do that specifically because like I bought this because I was like, oh, I can just like bring this as a companion palette and I'll be able to do like different looks with each of the shades. So I want to see how versatile it actually is and like if it's useful for what I like intended it to be. So yeah, use each shade in its own look and then all together as well. But for everyone who voted for the green palette, I already used that in a Get Ready With Me, but I'm still editing that video because it's a really long video. It's like an hour of footage. So it'll probably be coming after this one. So a little sneak peek, I guess, into my next video. I also got the Prompt Jonas Brothers, which is a trio. Even though, you know, Frankie exists, we're not saying he's not a Jonas brother, but you know, they were a trio. So I'm rolling in my Fenty Mini Butter Drops set. Lil Butter Drops, sorry. This is from the Holiday 2023 collection. Very old. In fact, there's a lot of dust on top of this. I'm gonna wipe it away off camera. So this is actually one of the things that I said I wanted to pan in the year 2025, because I think I started the year with 3 of these. Mind you, I already went through an entire set last year in 2024, and I still have 3 whole sets of this exact mini set. It was an accident, but it was like I explained it all in my planning to pan video. Basically, I want to get through these because they're just kind of sitting around. So it's the original like butter drop lotion, I don't know, and then the warm cinnamon scent and the vanilla dreams scent. I don't know why speaking is so difficult for me right now. My goal will be to use all of these up, and I really do. I know I can finish all of these. I'll show you what they actually look like. So here's one of them. They're all the same size. There's this much. Well, I think it's like, I don't know why I'm trying to show you, like, there's this much in it. 2.5 fluid ounces. And I can go through one of these in about 7 or 8 days if I just use it every day. So I can definitely get through 3 in 1 month. The problem is lately, because I feel like I've mentioned this in my past few videos, for the past probably month, my life has quite literally been non-stop. Like, I woke up at 8 a.m. this morning, and I probably won't be home until 9, or not 9, midnight. I just have a lot going on in pretty much every aspect of my life. What I'm trying to say is the best way to save time is to skip steps that aren't completely necessary to my routine, which is pretty much every day. Putting on body lotion, which I know is not good, but you know, sometimes I just have to save myself 5 minutes in any way I can. So basically I like almost never, not never, but like the past, I would say month, I only put on body lotion like half the time. So I need to actually do it every single day so that I can get through all 3 of these. But if I do that, then I can get through these no problem. And then the final prompt, which I was so hoping that I would get at least at some point this year, because it's my favorite prompt, of course. It's MySpace Top 8. If you remember, if anyone out there remembers MySpace, I think I had MySpace briefly for like a month before I was like, this is not fun, I'm getting a Facebook. It wasn't fun because I wasn't popular. I'm just gonna make that clear. I'm sure if you had friends, MySpace was very fun. But anyway, there was this thing called MySpace Top 8 where you would get to, it was actually kind of crazy. What we used to do back then, you would like rank your friends. So you'd have like your top 8 friends. It's, can you tell I was never in anyone's top 8? I feel like traumatized talking about it. But the prompt is use your favorite item 8 times. I don't know if I necessarily have like a favorite beauty product in my entire collection, but pretty much my favorite category, if you didn't know, I feel like I've established I love lipstick. So I wanted to use a lipstick 8 times, and I figured I better use my LYS lipsticks that I got in 2023. It was like December 2023, but the other one of these, Hot Chocolate, that I panned earlier this year, it was already going bad. So I'm going to use this one 8 times. It's very deep and vampy. It's this right here. It's the shade Cherry Chocolate, or Chocolate Cherry. I always get it mixed up. Chocolate Cherry. I always want to call it Cherry Chocolate, but that's not important. I'm going to use this 8 times. I feel like I should be able to use it 8 times in 1 month, but you know, I'm just really bad at panning this year. And this color is very vampy, and it's basically spring at this point, so I'm going to need to force myself to use this, but I do want to because this is like at least what's on the market right now. This is pretty much my favorite lipstick formula. It's a color that I think I've only used a few times in the over a year that I've had it. So yeah, I want to use it at least those 8 times before it completely goes bad and I have to get rid of it because it's a limited edition shade. I could go on, but I won't because I need to get going to my next thing that I have to do today. But thank you so much for watching. Yeah, this, just quickly before I go, this will be the final year that we do this project. It's ending next month, April 16th, 2025. I did not renew it for a 4th round. That being said, if you want to continue doing this, you totally can. I'm not saying people can't post anymore just because it won't be like an official Pantastic Ladies project. You can totally keep going if you kind of like just want to go through all the prompts, or you just want to do it on your own for yourself because it's fun. I have no problem with that. I would still watch everyone's videos. The only difference is yeah, again, it technically won't be listed as a Pantastic Ladies project, and I will not continue updating the project playlist after the finale next month. But yeah, if anyone is still posting, I will definitely be watching. Also, if you want to see this project come back in a small way with Pantastic Ladies, you can vote for it to be a part of the Throwback 30 project, which I'm sure will be happening again for another round because everyone loves that project. So yeah, if this project ends up in Throwback 30, then spoiler, I will be participating in Throwback 30 because there are a few prompts that I didn't get to, and I want to as much as I can. So yeah, thank you so much for everyone who's participated. I can't wait to watch everyone's updates. I saw Steph already uploaded hers, so I'll go watch hers right now. And I'll just see you in my next video, which will be my get ready with me with the other little Sephora palette. So please watch that if you're interested. Yeah, and until then, I hope you have a great day. Bye.